Get pliable, soft keto tortillas that taste like a corn tortilla, but only have 3 main ingredients, not including salt and water, and there's only 1 gram of net carb per tortilla. Time to stop buying these expensive low-carb tortillas at the store, because not only do they contain gluten, but each tortilla has around 3 to 5 grams of net carbs, depending on what brand you get. This guy, only 0.6 grams of net carbs. Let me show you how I did it and tell you the secret to bendable keto tortillas, because there are 2 necessary steps to get this bendable gymnastics action. First, let's talk about ingredients. You want to start by adding 1/2 cup of almond flour, then 1/3 cup of lupin flour. And lupin flour is made from ground lupini beans, which is high in protein and low in carbs because it's loaded with fiber, so it's great for low-carb cooking and baking. But I'm adding lupin flour because it also has a similar flavor and smell to cornmeal. I want to give that hint of corn flavor in my tortillas. Next, we add 1/2 teaspoon of salt for flavoring. Then add in 1 tablespoon of xanthan gum. And xanthan gum is a necessary ingredient if you're making these tortillas or just keto crunchy tacos. The xanthan gum acts like a glue to hold your tortilla together. It's the first crucial step to making soft, pliable tortillas. And it also helps your tortillas from sticking to the parchment paper, a step that I'll get into in a bit. Then add in 6 tablespoons of water, and you're gonna stir this with a spoon or fork, and you just wanna get a dough ball where all of your ingredients are combined evenly. And if you find that your dough is a little bit too moist or tacky, just toss in a little bit of extra almond flour and knead that together until it has the consistency of play-doh. On the opposite, if it's too dry and your dough isn't coming together and you have chunks of almond flour, just add a splash of water just to get the right consistency. But you know what? If you measured all of these ingredients correctly, you're not gonna have that issue at all. Then divide your dough into 8 little balls if you wanna make a 4-inch tortilla, or 4 balls if you wanna make a 6-inch tortilla. And you could actually make larger tortillas here. It's just make less balls. To flatten your tortillas, I recommend using a tortilla press. And I've recommended this when you're making keto tacos, keto crunch wraps, keto Doritos Locos. Here's another reason why you should get a tortilla press, is to make keto tortillas. It flattens your tortillas into the perfect tortilla shape in just seconds. And parchment paper is another must, especially these circles, because it helps the dough from sticking to the press or to the counter. But if you aren't ready to buy a tortilla press, you could actually just roll your dough out with a rolling pin. It's just gonna take longer. Before we get into our final crucial step to make these tortillas bendy, let's hydrate with my favorite brand of electrolytes by Element, who is the sponsor for today's video. If you like to snack while cooking dinner like I do, by the time you sit down to eat, you're not even hungry. My trick is to mix up a glass of Element electrolytes and sip on that while I cook. Element contains a science-backed electrolyte mix of 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. It's the perfect combination to help keep you balanced and hydrated. Right now, Element is offering my viewers a free sample pack with any order. That's 8 single-serving packets with any Element order. It's a great way to try all 8 of their flavors. Get yours at drinkelement.com/KetoFocus. This deal is only available through my link, so head to drinkelement.com/KetoFocus after I tell you that last crucial step for making these pliable, bendable tortillas. Grab a nonstick skillet and heat it to medium-high heat or even high heat. To peel your tortilla off of the parchment paper, you want to carefully peel one side, flip it, and then peel off the other side. And then place your tortilla into the dry skillet. You're gonna let this cook for around 30 to 50 seconds, or just until that underside starts to get golden brown in some areas. It's these little specks make it look like a real tortilla. Well, it is a real tortilla. You don't need cooking oil, and in fact, I don't recommend it because it changes the way that they cook. It actually makes them stiffer and you don't get a super pliable tortilla. A dry, non-stick skillet is all you need for making the best keto tortillas. But if you're really not a soft tortilla or taco type of person and you really want a hard, crunchy shell, well, I show you how to make it in this video right here.